Hello, everybody. Welcome. All right. Looks like things are working. We are live. Perfect. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to our live stream today. We are super excited to have some of our amazing D&D people that are going to be at Penti-con 2025. So I guess we're going to do a round of introductions. We're going to play some fun games, and this will be a great intro for anybody who hasn't seen Lasers and Feelings, because this will be our charity game at Penti 2025 this year as well. Please forgive me. I am tired, and I will mute myself when I cough because I'm a little sick. But hi, everybody. I'm Chibi. I am helping out in the TTRPG area this year, getting everything set up. And excited to have everyone here. Pass off the mic.
Yeah, I'll take it. Hi, I'm Sam. I'm from Link's Tome of Adventures. You can find me all sorts of places on the internet, including right here, where we're going to be playing Lasers and Feelings with these fabulous people. If you don't know about the Tome, head over to Link's Tome of Adventure, where we run games up to 6 days a week, because those pesky Canadian labor laws make us only do so many hours a week. And also, it's a pleasure to stream to you today from the traditional and unceded territories of the Musqueam Nation. It is a privilege and pleasure to work, play, and create on these beautiful lands, and I would encourage you to educate yourselves further about the stolen lands you occupy by going to native-land.ca. And it's international, so no matter where you are in the world, you can look these up and find out more. And if you didn't know about me, I am from Cowessess Nation. That is a Cree Nation here in Saskatchewan. It's starting to get kind of cold there, so but yeah, I'll be your storyteller today, and I'm looking forward to this very much. I'm going to pass it off to Bucket.
Hello, I am Bucket. You can find me sometimes on my own channel, sometimes over at the Tome doing stuff there. This year at Penti, I will be Chibi's second hand, helping her get stuff figured out for the TTRPG space and harassing everybody, making sure they're taking breaks. I will pass it to Prashi.
Hello, my name is Prashi, or go by Doc online. You can find me currently on my itch.io page, where I've been starting to make a few games for mainly Mothership at the moment, and that's what I'll also be running at Penti 2025. I'll be running a daring mission board of Mothership games, where you can vote as to what sort of job you wish to do and see how well you can survive such jobs. And one of those jobs will be one I have created as well. So I look forward to seeing how I can bring at least some stress upon your lovely characters. And I guess last but not least, we got Clary.
Hi, I'm Sakura. I'm one of the organizers for Penti. Yeah, hi. It's nice to be here. I've never played Lasers and Feelings, and I'm super excited to learn.
Awesome. We are all very excited. I also have never played this game. I did a very hard crash course this week as I researched it, but it's a really fun game. It's perfect to kind of break people into the TTRPG section that's not fantasy, because I know D&D has been very popular lately, which is fantastic. It's where a lot of us began. It's where I began well over a decade ago, and it's really exciting to see more TTRPGs opening up and trying out new spaces. I see some people over watching on Twitch. Hi Link, hi TJ, thank you for joining us. But we're gonna go in. Actually, Prashi, do you want to explain a little bit about Mothership so people can kind of know what they're excited about? Yeah, because if you guys don't know, you can go onto the Penti-con .org and sign up for some of our games ahead of time, or you can sign up at the event. When you show up, just go straight to the D&D area, and you can get signed up for all the fun games we'll be running this year.
Yeah, exactly. And so I'm actually really excited to bring Mothership. Mothership is created by Sean McCoy and their team. It is a sci-fi horror style RPG that's very akin to classics like Aliens or The Thing, where you are playing as regular contractors who are about to face the worst day of their job. And so a lot of it is going to be pushed on the players to invent solutions to the horrifying things that they're encountering and try to overcome the obstacles that they will be facing. And what's great about Mothership is similar to Lasers and Feelings is that it's very easy to get into. Character creation takes about like 2 minutes as you just roll for most things, and learning the rules takes about 5 minutes, and it will be explained as we play the game. So there is no onus on the players to pre-learn the rules whatsoever. I will be teaching him as we play. So all you need to bring is yourself. I'm not even some dice. I will have some dice on me. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, especially because Mothership has been doing great at the Ennies this year, having taken a few awards for their third-party creations as well as their game master's manual as well. So big props to them. I'm really excited to bring those games forward.
That's super exciting. Awesome. Now, Sam, do you want to explain Lasers and Feelings?
Sure, I'd love to. So, in Lasers and Feelings, you are the crew of the interstellar scout ship, the Raptor, the ISS Raptor. Your mission is to explore uncharted regions of space, deal with aliens, both friendly and deadly, and defend the consortium against space dangers and things of that nature. You've got Captain Darcy, who is the commander of your vessel, who's been overcome by some sort of strange psychic entity that we're going to just call the something else. So the captain is out of commission for this, and it's about the crew taking over and getting the ship through this dangerous time. While the captain just sits back, relaxes, and enjoys a coma in a medical pod. So to create your characters is super simple. There's only 4 steps to it. It's great. So the first thing you want to do is pick one of the styles that are listed there, like alien, android, intrepid, savvy, that kind of thing. Then you can choose a role for your character, like doctor or soldier or pilot. Followed up, this is the critical factor of the game, where we need to pick a number from 2 to 5. A higher number means you're better at lasers. This is things like technology, science, cold, rational, calm, expressionless, very Vulcan, very android robotic choices based on that stuff. So you also have feelings where you are more in tune with your intuition. This is like diplomacy and seduction, all the way to like wild scoundrel-like behavior that you could encounter in space. So by picking a number, it helps you be better or worse. So when you roll that number, you get laser feelings, and that's like a critical hit. You get something really cool happening. You get a piece of information towards you were rolling towards, things like that. So when you pick, like a 2, for example, that means you choose your crit, and then you're going to be better at feelings when you roll above that. When you are picking a higher number, you are trying to be more logical, cold, calculating, that kind of thing. So everybody can go ahead and pick their number, and if you've decided kind of what your characters will look, what kind of like style you want your character to be, this is a great way to go through it. The best part about a one-pager is that you don't need to prepare before you come in. You come in and you just pick these things, and you start to generate some ideas, and we're just going to improvise together.
Perfect.
Exciting.
I forgot step 4. The last little bit is where you kind of like choose your character goal. Like what is your character trying to accomplish during this mission? Are you trying to become the captain? Do you just want to shoot the bad guys? Do you like solving weird science mysteries? If to quote the wonderful Dr. Beverly Crusher, if there's nothing wrong with me, maybe there's something wrong with the universe. And if you don't know how to escape a collapsing warp bubble, that's okay. We will get through it together.
Oh, dear.
If I didn't make that very clear, I am a huge Trekkie. I love all science fiction, from Star Trek to Aliens to Star Wars, even though it's a more of a popular thing and less science fiction. It's more on the fiction-y side than the sciencey side, and that's okay. I'm also a huge fantasy head too, so I read a lot. That being said, who has a character in mind, and would you like to introduce your character?
I have my character ready to rock and roll.
Amazing.
So I have picked a savvy explorer who I've put their laser feelings at a 5, so that's their max lasers. Their name is Janice Astro Salvo, also known as just Astro for short. And their goal has been to prove themselves amidst their family heritage, as their parents before them and their parents before have been reputable explorers and having charted some of the great stars that we see as common map districts. So Astro wants to try to prove themselves and make their mark in history. I would say they are very very calculated, they also tend to be very awkward and comes off a lot colder than they tend to wish themselves, because they don't really consider feelings as often as they should, sort of deal. So yeah, I think that should be an interesting juxtaposition for them.
Yeah, feelings are irrelevant. Comply.
Yes, exactly. When there's math and numbers involved, who needs feelings when we can just predict what's next?
I love it. That's fantastic. Who else is joining this crew?
Sure, I'll go next. So I'm playing Clary, one of Penti's mascots, actually. So she's like, what I've chosen is a heroic explorer, and her goal is to find new friends, new aliens, basically just explore new things. Yeah.
Explorers are very much needed on the frontier. Going out into space, there's all sorts of anomalies and new species to meet. It's fun to chart a new star system sometimes.
So looking for adventure.
Yeah, love that. Who's up next?
I guess I will go next. So I am an android named Halo. Hello, I am Halo. She was once a passenger robot that helped out with the Pelican, but after the ship went down, she was basically rebooted to help clean and take care of the ship, the Raptor. And she is often most thought about as a cleaning robot, but what people don't realize is she was also a guardian robot for the Pelican. So she's actually a soldier. And I've decided to choose 2 as my number because she tries very hard to understand everyone around them and make them as comfortable as possible, as she does have a coffee maker and tea maker directly inside of her little kind of cubby chest. She's like 4 foot, but she kind of floats above the ground a little bit. Think kind of like Eve from WALL-E. She's just a very friendly looking android.
Love. That's gonna be so good. What tragic backstory with the Pelican? File for later. That means last up we got Bucket.
Yes, I will be playing Hopper, a savvy human engineer. My number will be 3 because I am equally about feelings as a human, equal logic and feelings, kind of running the middle ground. And her goal is to keep the ship flying at all costs.
I love that. If we could take a second for everyone just to hit their little cog wheel And I believe that's where or wherever you change your name. Actually, it might be a right click on your
It's
the
like
three
there's a
dots on
triple
your
dot on the
Mhm.
profile, yeah.
And then hit edit name, and then update your name to reflect your character name and your number, please.
Oh,
Oh,
that
I
is
remember.
okay. Oh yeah, I guess I should have said my numbers too.
That's okay. It's okay.
I
That way,
focused
our
on
audience can follow along and see we're rolling.
edit name. I know how to work technology. Absolutely. Oh, that's not the number.
I like to make that claim and then get someone else to do it for me.
Actually, I guess there's also an option to edit your avatar too. Oh, it's when your camera's off. Never mind.
The avatar.
I was gonna drop a character picture if that was the case, but otherwise I'd have to turn off my camera. All
But- My honor,
good.
or the blue ones. I'm not sure. All right, we're looking good there. Okay, so I will explain the dice rolls one more time, just for clarity. When you are asked to roll the dice now, this is like when we're at a pivotal moment. So unlike D&D, where you kind of just roll dice whenever you want, and you kind of make your own perception checks and then tell your DM sometimes, or you just follow whatever the DM asks you. Here, we're only doing it for like those pivotal times, and so when we roll these dice, you're gonna roll a d6, so 6-sided dice. If you haven't played tabletop before, this is the Monopoly die. Any sort of board game usually has a 6-sided die in it, or you can get lovely fancy ones in all sorts of colors like these.
Pretty.
If you are prepared for this, so this is a situation that you've discussed with your allies and you are ready to take this on, you get another d6. You get to roll 2 of them. And if you're an expert in your field, like a doctor taking on a specialized surgery, this is where you get another die. So you can roll up to 3 dice for your results here. If you're using lasers, like you're trying to science and reason your way through the situation, you're using your logic, you want to roll under your number. So if you, for example, if Halo is trying to math your way out of the situation, Halo is going to need to roll a 1. A 2 is a success and up, but a 1 is 1 success. 2 is laser feelings, as we talked about earlier. Anything above that, it's not going to quite go your way. But you have multiple dice, so if none of your dice succeed, things are going to get worse somehow. Your finger slips and a new artery opens, or you don't bypass the system you were supposed to, or the holodeck malfunctions again. You know, those kinds of things. If one of your dice succeed, you are going to barely manage it. This is going to be success, but at a cost. Something is going to complicate the situation. If you roll 2 successes, this is a full-on good job, you did it, pat on the back. Maybe we'll talk about this at your review in a month and give you that promotion you've been looking for, Ensign. Or 3, you get a critical success. So if all 3 of you dice succeed, you get a little extra effect from that roll. If you roll your laser feelings, you also get the special insight bonus for what's going on. This is a good time for you to ask me a direct question, and I will answer honestly and help you move your plot along. And then if you're looking at the PDF that I provided, you'll see like some example questions there that you can use to kind of set that up. Next up, we will talk about helping before I move on. So to help other people, if you have multiple people in the scene and you want to give someone help, you can do so. And when you do that, you give them an extra die to roll when they are attempting the situation. Good examples of help would be like if you're doing an engineering problem, maybe you're using your strength to hold something out of the way or pull something back. Or maybe you're finesse, maybe you have like really like small hands and you're able to get into those tricky spots while the engineer is directing you. So try to think about how you're contributing to the scene. And if you really don't know, just say you want to help and you're there to try and help. Don't worry about it too much. So we are going to create our ship, the ISS Raptor. So as a group, I would like you to pick 2 of the strengths here. So you can, I'll read them out for you. They can be fast, you can be nimble, well-armed, you can have powerful shields, superior sensors, a cloaking device, those are illegal in the Federation, and fighter craft. They're not illegal in the Consortium, just the Federation.
Oh gosh.
Well,
I mean,
I think we probably want it to be fast.
we have a couple of explorers. So, like, are we an explorer ship doing some like recon missions? Because speed might be helpful.
Yeah, I was thinking it would be nice if majority of us are explorers that we could have superior sensors to pick up on things.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see it being a double-edged if we had to get into combat and we had to look for or analyze the ship for any weaknesses and such. Perhaps the sensors can come in handy for that as well.
Sounds like we had a bunch of votes for superior sensors then.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I think that would be beneficial.
So we need 1 more. Fast was put up there, but they were unsure. Is there one thing maybe we all like?
Okay. Shields versus.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm thinking faster cloaking device. If we're like an explorer ship, both of those would come in handy.
True. If we could
Yeah.
hide ourselves, that might
'Cause
not be a bad idea.
I guess the question also is like, do we expect to like fight a lot, or would it be more beneficial to like hide or like get away fast out of situations if we don't want to confront?
Yeah, I mean, I imagine the cloaking device has it's like a compromise between the two because we can use that to get away. But if we were wanting to fight, it gives us an edge to try to set up an ambush or something. But if we are wanting to be more on the evasive side, then doubling down on fast is also probably the option for that.
I love how we're all so
Everyone's right in that middle. I did hear more people interested in the cloaking device than speed. So I think we're going to go ahead with the cloaking device then.
It's only partially illegal. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
fine.
fine.
No, you're in the consortium. It's not illegal there. Okay, the next part of building our ship is it also has a problem. As ships do, they have quirky personalities. This one in particular can either have the fuel hog quality, which means it's always going to need energy crystals to make it go, and it's constantly running out or running close to running out. You could only have 1 medical pod, which the captain is currently in. So if you only have 1, good luck healing if you get into interesting situations. I hope someone brought first aid. I do not have my alien first aid degree, so good luck. There are also the horrible circuit breakers, so things tend to explode during battle or short circuit when you least want them to. Maybe that is a design flaw. Maybe you weren't supposed to always get into fights, or maybe we just needed some explosions to make it look cool. That's not my call. I'm not a producer. Lastly, you could also have a grim reputation, like Captain Darcy maybe did some bad stuff in the past, like Janeway did no wrong. She got home.
I mean, I feel like it would make sense if we were either like a fuel hog, because we're using sensors and a cloaking device. Like, I feel like that takes a lot of energy. Or it's a ragtag put together ship and things kind of explode when we're.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I would agree with either of those as well.
Yeah, I like the idea of the horrible circuit breakers for being a ragtag ship with these parts that we probably shouldn't be or weren't allowed to have in the first place.
Maybe you'd
Like I
like
said.
cobble the
Keep it flying at all costs.
Yeah.
I love that. This Raptor feels more and more like home as we build it out. All right, now is the fun part. The second fun part. We get to generate the adventure that we are going on today. So, as you know, the captain has been incapacitated by the something else. While this has happened, this is where we find out what that is. So, each of you is going to roll a d6. And give me the results, starting with Halo.
Oh no.
First roll of the day.
4.
It's a 4. Okay, so your threat is space pirates.
Oh, good.
Yes, space pirates. What this threat looks like is coming into focus soon, and your superior sensors might give you an edge here. Moving down, Astro, what did you roll?
Sorry.
Yeah, I know it takes a little bit for our brains to kind of click and join your names.
Yeah, I forgot we're still in setup mode. I got a 5.
With 5. Okay, so the space pirates want to build or synthesize something, which will be what? Clary, what did you roll?
That's a 5.
5. So they want to build or synthesize an ancient space ruin. So these space pirates, maybe they're looking for a base. Maybe they found some alien technology, some ancient technology that they are trying to revive. And maybe you've got to stop them. Maybe something's going to happen. But what's going to happen when they accomplish their goal? Hopper. A 2. Oh, my favorite. They're going to reverse time.
Oh, no.
Time shenanigans. It doesn't get any better. So you are racing against time to go and stop these space pirates from synthesizing an ancient device that is located on the planet's surface. When they empower this device, it will reverse time, which is going to cause so many paradoxes. It could be the end of everything itself, and maybe that's a good thing, but maybe you want to stop that because you've got friends and family and your livelihoods to worry about. If you don't know about temporal mechanics, that's where I have my fake PhD in. So as your ship, the ISS Raptor, is hurtling through space, you encounter a few bumps in the road before we get into our adventure here. Something has reversed the polarity of the crystals that power your ship, and for the moment you are now stuck dead in space as you come to a slamming halt. Of course, the captain doesn't understand how to engage inertial dampers on his chair and has flown forward, knocking himself out. Upon attempted revival, some sort of energy has entered into his body, and the doctor has decided that enough is enough. We aren't equipped to handle this problem right now. Into the stasis pod you go, and we'll fix you later when you begin to detect a buildup of temporal energy thanks to your superior sensors. So the first thing you got to do is fix your ship and get over there as your crew kind of scrambles around, each of you on the bridge of your ship. Let's go around and just kind of introduce what we looked like in this situation. Halo.
So Halo is probably just like shining up the windows in like one of the main halls, just like floated up, just kind of like scrubbing along, doing what Halo does. I think the best way to describe her is kind of like Eve from Wall-E. She's only like a bust and a head, and then she has arms. She does have fingers and like tactiles, so she can pick stuff up. But she's kind of like a soft blue, like a steel, like cyan blue color with like a white accents because the Pelican, her original ship, was blue. But once she notices the like lurch of the ship, oh no, I should see what is happening. And so she would stop what she's doing and float her way over to the control room to see if she could help anyone, or if somebody is stressed out, she can offer Earl Grey or coffee.
And the first person you offer Earl Grey or coffee to is Astro.
I was about to say, if when it gets to Astro, is that I imagine that Captain Darcy very often doesn't engage their initial dampers, and so they're very much expecting the momentum of just immediately stopping, and it's just he gives off a sigh as he like leaves his personal quarters to see what the situation is. Along the way, runs into Halo, and as his cold, calculated self, he just kind of expectantly has his hand up, being like, "Coffee."
Yeah, she opens a little compartment in her chest and pulls out a little teacup full of warm coffee, and for the stress.
Yeah, and just like still looking forward, waiting to get into the bridge. Just grabs a coffee, takes a, and just continues to take a sip without much conversation as they go to the sensor, as they're more interested to see what's going on this time around, as expected on the ship.
Already on the bridge, we have Hopper, who has picked up the captain and already transported them to sickbay, where the doctor is tending to them.
Hopper would be running around the bridge just trying to like fix everything. So tiny little girl, she's got brown hair up in a messy bun. She's wearing a t-shirt and she's got coveralls just kind of like tied around her waist. And she would just be frantically running around trying to like get everything fixed and working again so that they can like keep going.
And attempting to keep them calm and collected and going forward. Clary, what are you doing to help keep Hopper on track?
Honestly, slightly panicking. I've got on a like white spacesuit that has some dark magenta kind of details on it. Absolutely ready to leave the ship if necessary. And just kind of looking over Hopper's shoulder, really not sure what to do. So we're just not really doing anything.
Just like encouraging, maybe? Or just
Yes.
like, good luck.
Pretty much.
All right, as all of you are now on the bridge, some of you with coffee in hand, others frantically moving about the ship. Hopper, you discover that you've encountered an anomaly known as a quantum filament. And in order to generate enough power to escape it, you're going to have to find a way to either bypass or have a large buildup of power to get out of it.
So I will relay that to Doc and be like, what are we going to do? We got to figure this out. We need more power. We got to get out of here. We're going to die.
Yeah, hearing this, Astro is a bit skeptical about this. All good. Hearing this about this anomaly, and their first instinct is that it has to come from somewhere, and so they'll go to the sensor terminal to see exactly where this anomaly may be like originating from or being amplified from, so that perhaps that's a better place to start.
Yeah, as you accessing your superior sensors, you discover that a part of the problem is coming from the engine room. You
So I
are,
guess. Oh, sorry.
nope. You are.
Oh,
Yeah, go right ahead.
yeah. I was just gonna then relay that information, I guess, to Hopper, our mechanic, working on maintenance, and say it's like head to engines. Then I think there might be this where maybe the issue that lies, so that we can hopefully get back and hopefully get Darcy on their feet. They're just very apprehensive about this whole situation at hand.
And Hopper would be like, the engine room? Oh no, my baby. And she would bolt.
Clary would probably follow, specifically because she likes adventure, and this sounds very exciting, whatever is going on.
Halo would like pick up all of the tools that were left at like the main control room and then take the box and then just follow along holding on to the tools.
Astra will then just stay at the bridge, kind of just crunching their eyebrows, just being like, what have we gotten ourselves into this time?
As you enter the engine room, it is chaos in here. The engine has been locked down. There is a force field surrounding it, attempting to contain whatever is happening. You see a purple lightning bolt-like energy discharge going through the engine at the moment. It is a little startling. Nothing has been destroyed, but it seems to be stuck for sure. There lies several other crew people that appear to be unconscious at the foot of the engine gear. You see one of them has like their hand like slammed on a console as it like slides off.
Dear. Okay. I would tell Clary to check on everybody passed out. Are they just passed out or are they dead? And then I would begin checking like displays, different consoles and everything in the engine room, just trying to figure out what's going on and how I can stop it.
And I'd go up to the person whose hand like fell down and like try and like shake them awake to see if they're okay or if they're not.
As you go to shake them awake, let's do the roll. Let's get our first roll out of the way.
Oh, no.
So, are you using lasers or feelings to try to affect this person?
Probably feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do I roll just one or?
Yeah, I'd say rolling one of your dice would be appropriate right now. Is anyone helping you?
Halo would be with Clary, and since they have this like coffee maker thing inside them, they create little like hot water pouches, like little hot water bags to help keep these people stable, and just like setting them on their chest, something warm and weighted, just being like, this should help.
Okay, go ahead and roll 2 d6s.
Okay, so 2. That's a 6 and a 3.
Okay, so those are 2 successes. Yeah, the alien that's in front of you, they are scaled, and you know that hot water is actually a benefit to them. They do very much enjoy the heat, and as you place them on their dermal scales, they begin to stir. You notice that one of the antennae on their head has actually broken a little bit. It's not like it's not great. You know that this species is pretty resilient. They tend to regenerate their antennae. They do tend to get broken here and there, so they might be a little dizzy, but they begin to wake. Did we stop it?
Stop what?
Of course we did. We stopped the cascade. Just in time. If that force field hadn't gone up, all the other systems would have been affected by this energy. And you know how our circuit breakers are.
Yeah, they're bad, but what caused this?
We must have hit into something. The last modification that engineer Hopper made to the engines to try and make us go a little faster. I think it acted like some sort of magnet.
Oh no.
Nobody could have predicted this. This is the odds are astronomical.
But you're okay though, right? You can help?
As long as I don't stand up, I'm feeling a little sick.
Okay.
Would you
Hopper?
like Earl Grey or coffee? As Halo shuts their chest and hits a couple buttons.
Upon
you have
hearing
decaf?
him say he's okay, I'd be like, get yourself together and get back to work.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, good. You can take charge. And he shakily tries to get up, stumbles a little bit, holds out a hand for someone to catch him. Does anyone catch him?
Clary tries.
You do, and he's able to stabilize himself a little bit. Just help me get to the console over there, please.
Okay.
And you get him to his workstation where he's able to like center himself. And now that he doesn't have to move anymore and he just has access to all of his systems, he begins to get back to work.
And Halo has memorized everybody's favorite drink on the ship at this point, I'm sure. So she just kind of like makes the Earl Grey with a little milk and sugar and just like perfectly calm. Everything else is just chaos and burning and snapping. And she just like beep, 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 beep. And then pulls out a little Earl Grey and offers it.
Like shaky hand, like, thanks. Oh, even you remembered the saucer. Thank you.
Happy to help.
So you notice that, your second base, this engine isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Something has lodged, some sort of energy has lodged through it. What you assume to be some sort of quantum filament, it is going to be difficult to escape from this. But
Are we just like, I don't know. I would get Hopper would just be trying to figure out how this happened, like going through all of like the system programs and everything, just trying to figure out what happened, if I could trace it back, and do we need to like go to the surface or go onto the ship or like on the outside of the ship or something like that to make it stop.
that sounds good. Would you like to make a lasers roll?
I will.
Would anyone like to assist with this?
I mean,
Would I be able to assist remotely if I'm accessing the computer's sensors? I'm also assuming that the ship may have like a PA intercom system that we could communicate through the ship.
Yep.
So I guess like the first thing I kind of ask is after a moment of silence on Astros and just they chime in to be like, what's the situation?
And then Hopper would relay back what's going on in the engine room.
Okay, and so seeing that the problem hasn't been fully identified, I guess Astro would be spending their time going through the ship's sensors to try to help pinpoint exactly what the difficulty may be, within conjunction to Hopper accessing like the engine's terminals and diagnostics.
Go ahead and make that lasers roll with two dice. Oh, you're an expert.
Dice?
That's 3 dice.
3 dice? All right.
This is what you are made for.
Okay, so I have a 2, and a 6.
Okay, so with a 2, and a 6, you have some feelings, but mostly you have success. So in
Yay.
this case, as you are analyzing the problem here, at first you're like, there's no way my last repair could have altered anything here. We were running at peak efficiency, especially for this ship. And as you go through it, you realize that there has been an act of sabotage.
Dun, dun, dun.
Someone has introduced a foreign compound into the engine.
Somebody's been messing with my systems.
Wasn't me.
Who's been in here?
Who? Us. And like, there's still a few people that are knocked out on the floor.
And they're all like recognizably crew.
Yep.
All familiar.
All very familiar. They've served with you for years.
When was the last time Captain Darcy was in here?
I don't think I've ever seen the captain in here.
How could this happen?
Would the ship's sensors have like surveillance that we can scrub through?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I guess hearing this discovery, Astra would kind of immediately jump onto surveillance to see like the past footage to see if there's any unusual personnel going through and doing anything odd to the engine.
Go ahead and make a roll.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not in the room with him, but can I assist? So because I'm a cleaning robot, this might be far-fetched, but I have like a black light to like look for like fingerprints and stuff so I can deep clean a ship. So I like look around the room with the black light to see if there's any unrecognizable fingerprints in areas.
Yeah, I think that's part of the extra data that would be uploaded into the surveillance portion of the computer. I'd say that's definitely helpful.
Okay. And so that's 2 dice. I'm assuming I'd be doing this with lasers as I'm kind of going through methodically to like go through the archives of surveillance.
Perfect. That sounds great.
Alrighty, 2 dice. I got a 1 and a 6.
Oh, right down the middle. We're gonna split this up.
Extreme.
So your surveillance, your review of the surveillance footage uncovers something very unsettling. The captain has indeed been in the engine room lately and has been interacting directly with the core of the engine. This is where the crystals are introduced that allow the ship to go. They have a very particular structure in which they must be arranged, or odd things definitely begin to happen. Furthermore, the data that our little black light has revealed is that the captain's personal hygiene may not be at its peak. They seem to be shedding additional epithelial cells everywhere. It has been quite a nuisance. And so, as
normal for the captain,
it is not. The captain is human.
Okay, yeah.
So it's strange, it's odd, and you have evidence that the captain, unfortunately, the captain is out cold. It'd be very difficult to try and communicate with him.
I like to imagine that Astro is a bit of a germaphobe, and hearing this is just kind of like grossed out by the shedding of matter from the captain who shouldn't be doing so. But so you said that it looked like the captain had been messing with like some sort of configuration on the engine core.
Right.
Would we know how to like what the standard configuration should be then? Like
you do know you do know the standard configuration. Currently, the core of the engine is locked behind this force field that is preventing the energy bolt, the supposed quantum filament, from interacting directly with the core. Should you remove the force field, you would not have a lot of time to interact with the core before the filament does, which could be catastrophic to the ship.
Okay. I guess Astra would kind of they'd first relay what they saw in the surveillance and then kind of refer to everyone being, especially to Hopper, who I assume understands the engine core inside and out, to be like, are we okay to take a risk to re-engage the engine core? We may have to put all hands on deck as to what may come with this anomaly interacting with the core here.
I don't see as we have any other choice but to try to stop it, or we're just stuck here.
I mean, couldn't we turn it off and try and do it at that point, or is that not a good idea?
I assume the engine core is responsible for like all the other subsystems on the ship, including life support.
That's a good assumption to make.
So Astra would simply say no over the intercoms to the idea of shutting down the engine core.
We cannot turn it off and turn it back on again.
No.
Every
Sometimes
IT
that doesn't work.
Okay.
We're going to have to be very quick.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to have to be very quick.
I can help.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. And so then I would begin, I guess, instructing Clary on how to essentially shut down the force field so that I can be standing and be ready to just get in there the second it's turned, like the second it's down.
Okay, we're setting this up. So you're going to have very precise timing. You are prepared for the situation. You have help. This is your expertise. You are equipped to do these things. I believe that's 4 dice, the most you can get.
I believe so.
Okay, so we're gonna roll these dice and find out what happens.
All right, guys, let's go.
Astra's just gonna lock himself in the bridge. Like,
1, a 6, a 5, and a 6.
So 3 successes.
Yep.
That is a critical success. As you lower the force field or the containment field here, you see the energy slowly beginning to creep forward again as you rush in there, open up the crystal matrix, rearrange the crystals into the correct pattern, shut the whole device closed as a bolt of energy arcs into you. The purple bolts disengage and you see the power come back on. And as you are being electrocuted by this energy hopper, you begin to split right down the middle.
Oh,
there are now 2 hoppers standing in front of you.
Oh.
Are you okay?
I always said I wanted a clone of me. And like your clone points at you.
This is going to be great. We can get so much work done.
We don't need any of these assholes.
Right?
We can do everything.
Let's go. And they would just instantly be getting to work cleaning the entire engine room. Just like, all right, Halo, that corner, get over there, deep clean. Let's go. Come on.
On it. And shoots. Her elbow kind of like flips out and she has like a little broom attachment. Choop, 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 choop.
I love that.
Astro comes back on the intercom. It's like, I assume the ship hasn't exploded, therefore we are okay. And then like it gets cut off, and it's just like, what is that?
There's 2 of me now.
There are 2 of you now. This is your critical success. This is how you are going to be able to address additional problems later. And perhaps one of you is expendable. What? I'm muted.
Maybe.
Anyway, as you hurtle through space, you are able to track down the source of the spike of chronoton energy coming from the fifth planet. This planet is known as... Oh no, I can't get it out of my brain now. It's now Tempora Prime. You see like the Khan looks to you, Astra, who's assumed command on the bridge for the time being. Act Captain, approaching coordinates now.
Okay. They're kind of trying not to panic, or not panic, but be anxious, because it's kind of the first time they've taken the helm of the ship sort of situation. So they're trying to keep calm and collected when really anyone perceptive enough may realize that they're trying not to crack. That said, they're going to engage the sensors once more to kind of take a breakdown of the destination that we're going to, kind of seeing if there's any sort of like radiation or oxygen readings, anything that we should be aware of that might be hazardous to our biology, basically, before we approach closer.
Hi, Captain. And as the scans initiate, you find that there is a standard oxygen nitrogen atmosphere. It is currently raining planet-wide, and that is a little odd. There are a lot of similarities to standard Ventura-class planets, which are life-giving and arboreal and perfectly sustainable. However, like I said before, this planet seems to be all rain and there's no quit. There are several large storms moving through the northern subcontinent, and at the source of this chronoton energy, they seem to be kind of like swirling around it. Captain, it appears we can't just beam down to this event. There's too much interference from these storms.
Do we have dropships on our cruiser?
Sir, I think you forgot that Captain Darcy took those out for a some sort of racing test in the asteroid field, and they are still inoperational.
He's crunching his eyebrows. It's like, of course he did.
That was so much fun.
I'll note that on the logs. Okay, so we can't beam down. We don't have dropships available. I guess we just had to land the ship itself.
Oh, yeah, I'm qualified for that, sir.
It's like, I sure hope so, because I'm not.
Taking the planet into atmosphere. Prepare everyone for condition blue.
Astra will be like clutching onto the seat. Again, trying to keep calm and collected when really they're just shaking in their boots.
Attention, ISS Raptor. Set condition blue throughout the ship. This is
Other
my first
Raptors,
time doing
Raptor
this. Good
Mallet,
luck.
you know what to do. And they're standing by like circuit breakers in the engine room, just ready to whack them with a mallet when they start going off. Because percussive maintenance, that's how you fix it.
Clary, sorry.
No, is there something you want to add to the scene?
Clary would end up trying to find like one of the like windows to outside to see the landing. Absolutely not doing any work on the ship.
Love that. This is a good point that I should bring up. There are technically no windows. Everything is just like there are viewports, and it's just a projected image of what's directly outside. It's the same as a window, but it's not a window because structural integrity.
Then viewport it is.
There are no pilots here, so the ensign is going to have to take you down. Thankfully, Ensign Ortegas comes from a long line of pilots that fly the ship, and they are very, very good at what they do. They are prepared, they are expert, and they are going to hopefully do well. Wow, that is really mixed, but it's a success. They are able to feel it out, because to them, flying is not about just numbers and angles and trajectories. It's about the feel of the ship. As they gently take the ship through the upper atmosphere, you feel the gentle rumble of atmosphere and gravity starting to take effect on your ship, as you hear the pelting of the heavy rain on the hull of your ship. Everything feels fine, feels good as you touch down several kilometers from your destination. I think we did it. I mean, I know we did it, sir.
Astro will just like they're like heavy breathing, but they like like get up from their seat and they like dust off their shoulders, and it's like, well, I assume we made it considering we haven't exploded yet, but
Both
and then
hoppers
they'll
in the engine room are extremely confused because nothing's like on fire or sparking, which is how things normally happen when Captain Darcy lands the ship.
yeah, it's like maybe you should take over from Darcy next time.
I would love to, sir. I've had all the training, and I am perfectly capable of continuing this. Thanks for believing in me. Oh, that was a lot.
You
Just
did
like
very good. And Halo pours a hot chocolate with sprinkles and whipped cream. And thank you for your hard work.
This is great. Can we have this every time we land? Now that you're like,
yeah, I was just gonna say Astra's gonna make their way to the airlock to suit up to leave the ship.
yeah, you have one portable sensor device with you. So this device functions much like a tricorder. You will be able to connect to the ship's telemetry should you need scans or any of the resources from your ship. You just need to contact them, and you will be provided that. So fear not by leaving your ship. The 5 of you will be going, unless Hopper wants to leave one of you behind.
Oh no, both hoppers are going.
You know that it is it's a 5-kilometer hike to get to the source of this large concentration of chronotons. You also have to hike through a very dense jungle, as well as deal with this heavy rain.
Fun, and I assume we don't have our dropship, so I assume we just have to hoof it.
Unless you can think of another way. You also know your transporters are out, as the storm and the chronotons are affecting them, so you won't be able to beam into the site directly.
Okay. So I guess the best Astro can do is grab an umbrella and just hope there's not a lightning storm happening as well.
Halo is changing out her broom attachment for an umbrella attachment onto her arm.
There's surprisingly no thunder, no lightning. It is just dreary rain.
The hoppers are fighting over who gets to wear the raincoat and who gets the boots. Because there might be 2 of us, but we still only have one set of clothes that fits us.
Your ensign in the engine room, the reptilian one, loans you their oversized cloak and boots if you require them.
Oh yeah, no, I make other hopper wear them.
No, you're other hopper.
No, I'm original.
I'm pretty sure I know.
Don't make me murder you right now.
I mean,
there will not be a clone war, or you're going.
But you're the clone.
You're the clone. Don't try to confuse me.
Rock, scissors, paper me for the clone.
I just grab like a permanent marker and just put a line right down its face. You're the clone. Do not try me.
How does
fine,
Hopper
I'll be the clone.
Hopper number 2 like their drink?
Whiskey? That's what you say about the hopper, right?
I cannot pour whiskey. We will have to ask for that attachment.
Wait, I thought we modified your behavioral algorithm to include that in your... Did we not do that? Was that just theoretical?
I can pour warm drinks only.
Hot toddy.
Okay, hot toddy it is.
That's what you tell her. She knows she won't say it because then Captain will get mad. That's the program.
No, Captain will get drunk.
And it's my booze, so he's not having it.
Wait, it's my booze too.
Shut up.
Right, cloning. Back to cloning.
Halo would go over to Clary and share the umbrella. What is Clary's rain gear for our new planet?
Just her spacesuit with head bubble. That is umbrella.
Are there any other specialty items you would like to bring from the ship towards your trek through the jungle?
I guess we all have a phase pistol per our uniform. And do you say I have the portable sensors?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can be the one carrying them.
Okay, sure. In that case, Astra will turn to the two hoppers and then just be like, carry this, and just drops it on the ground before they proceed forward.
Okay, I'm the clone, and picks it up.
Would I be able to grab a set of binoculars?
Ooh.
Yes, absolutely. These are very high tech. They come in 3 different visions: regular vision, night vision, and thermographic.
Ooh.
It's the future.
I would pack some snacks into Halo.
Keep them warm.
Yeah, keep them warm. You never know when you're going to get snacky. Sounds like a long walk.
Halo does have like a gun function on her other arm, so she has the umbrella on one and then the gun function on the second.
Protect and defend.
Exactly, and then all the snacks kind of fill up her warming compartment right now. She does pack a couple of those like hand warmer packages, like little sandbags in there as well, kind of making up the rest of the space. So when people get cold, she can just hand them a sandbag.
Amazing, absolutely stunning. Okay, since we're packing some snacks, what is in this trail mix? I would like each of you to add one item to the trail mix.
M&M's.
Okay, M&M's, space M&M's.
Oh yeah.
Salty pretzels.
Ooh, liking this combination.
Yup.
I would say chocolate covered almonds.
Ooh.
But you see Astro only picking out the chocolate covered almonds out of this trail mix.
Amazing.
Halo does not eat food, so Halo uses database to decide. With salty and sweet, the combination is easy. I have added raisins.
This is
Yeah,
the
Astro's
potato
definitely
salad
doing those
incident all
salads.
over again.
Oh yeah, you definitely notice the hoppers eating everything but the raisins.
The scaly engine, the scaly ensign comes out too. I'm coming too, right? This is an away mission.
Wait, so that was the one in the engine room, correct?
Yep.
Or was that the okay?
It's fine. I used a thermal regenerator and my antenna's fixed. We're good.
The Astro will kind of just wave the hand about, be like, yeah, sure.
Oh, we got snacks. He pulls out, can I add some too? And you see these like grubs that are covered in like candied peanut butter.
I hope they're not moving.
They are.
Oh.
Don't put that in the food.
Someone mentioned this trail mix has no protein, but now it does.
I'll bring my ceremonial sword just in case. You know, we need to hack through the jungle.
Oh yeah, Hopper would be like strapping up with like some guns, one over each shoulder, like a bandolier of ammo. Maybe a couple grenades.
Clary
Oh,
has
it's
a
actually the
single-
special grenades. You know the ones.
The very special grenades. Bring a few of those.
Anti-clone grenades.
What was that, Clary?
She has a single like laser pistol thing.
All right, we're ready to head through the jungle. Instant Scales is ahead of you all and is hacking through the jungle, making quick work of things. The rain coming down is getting kind of tedious and tiresome. In fact, it's starting to hurt as you get about half an hour into your journey through the jungle. It's starting to turn to hail.
Oh.
You're going to need to find a shelter quickly in the middle of a jungle. The canopy here seems to be thin, and it is not offering sufficient protection from the hail.
Can I get to like a slightly higher vantage point and like try and use the binoculars to find like a cave or more like dense trees or something?
I love that. Go ahead and make a roll.
Okay.
Using lasers or feelings?
Probably lasers because that's more of a thoughtful thing. And that's 2.
Hey, laser feelings!
Feelings!
Amazing. So this is your chance to ask me a question about the adventure so far. Is there a piece of information you would like to glean?
Gosh. That is very open-ended, dear Lord.
I'm more of an elk lord kind of guy.
Gosh, I don't even know.
I will say, why don't we save it for later then? If something comes relevant that you want to ask about, you can ask me then.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Okay, so with your laser feelings, what you see is no mere cave, but a constructed doorway that is in the side of a kind of like a little raised burrow. Looks like a bunker. It's not too far, and you rush towards it. You find that the door mechanism is actually pretty standard. In fact, it's consortium technology. As you punch in code, it opens this door, and you are allowed to get inside, protecting yourselves from the hail. And what you have found is some kind of bunker that leads to an underground tunnel network.
I mean, this might be safer to traverse down here rather than up there.
Was it
I
dark
wonder
in this place?
Down here goes.
It is lighting up as you go. It has energy efficient lighting.
Well, that's
Okay.
not weird at all.
I definitely want to find out what's down here.
Oh, me too.
Do you think this will lead to where we need to go?
I doubt it.
It is. It is very strange that this is here on a presumably undiscovered planet. So I would assume this is where we had to go.
Maybe it's like a secret passage. Secret tunnel out of where? Because it's fairly thin. She's like thinking out loud to herself as she's like walking down with the gun. Hopper,
As you-
let's go.
Yeah, as you're walking along, you notice that the end of this hallway, this corridor, the bulkheads change. They're no longer consortium style, but imperial. And as you continue a little further, a few more minutes, and you come to a turn, you notice that there is another form of technology. This one unfamiliar to all of you. This corridor appears to be made out of light.
This feels very unusual.
Clary touches the wall.
Oh, beat me to it.
You feel a weird buzzing in your hand, this energy that is transferring from the light wall into your hand. And suddenly, it's as if you could see an arrow running along the ground, pulsing, moving in the forward direction. The rest of you, as you look at this wall, you see foreign symbols, alien symbols, another language you do not know.
These are not in my database. I cannot read these strange letters.
Yeah, I think Astro would be fiddling with the communicator scanner that is standard issued, I'd assume, to see if anything pops up on it.
As your scanner activates and a few seconds go by, the ship's report comes through to you. This is some form of hard light that has been shaped into this corridor. It extends for several kilometers, coming out into what appears to be the center of the storm.
Well, I guess that confirms it, says Astro, as they continue to walk down further the corridor, and says whatever seems to be the source of this storm seems to be deeper down per our scanner. That said, I am not fond of this hard light stuff, as they keep their hand on their phase blaster.
Larry, as you are seeing like the arrow and the pulsing on the floor, you see those alien symbols reorganize themselves into common, into your native language. And what you read in front of you says, danger, intruder.
That's probably not good.
What's not good?
The writing?
You can read that?
You can't? Touch the wall.
See, and then I would reach out, touch the wall.
Nothing happens to you.
Okay, well, what's it say?
Danger intruder?
Are
So
we
I guess
intruders?
that's us. But the arrow is pulsating going that way, so I'm inclined to follow it, but I don't know.
All right, let's go.
I guess we could only go forward or go back to the ship.
There's like an audible gulp from Astro as they try to clear their throat, and says like, if we want to get to the bottom of this, I think we have to follow whatever this alien language is instructing us to do so. That said, lead the way, as they like push their scaly crew member forward with the sword.
Oh, yeah, no, I would have instructed Other Hopper to lead the way while I take up the rear. Freaking clone's not getting the drop on us.
You
So
wanted
something
this.
a clone would say. As you head deeper into the corridor, And all of you are now walking down this hard light corridor. The light shifts from a light blue to a deep crimson red as a force field activates, cutting off
Ooh, don't like
everyone
that.
but Clary.
I am sorry, what?
Clary, you find that you can move back and forth through this force field without any problem, but everyone else tries to step through it and just bonk.
Oh.
What?
Ooh, I don't like this.
I don't know what I did.
You look back to the wall, it says intruders captured.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm asking my big question. Why in the heck am I the only one who can read this?
So as you, from your character's point of view, by interacting with the wall first, somehow your brain was rewritten to have the knowledge of the language here and some of the systems. As you're trying to think through it, this is some sort of defensive system, and it's because the system doesn't recognize the others.
Okay. Is there a way I can register them to the system?
There is a way to register to the system. The handprint device ejects from the wall outside the force field.
So that's where we are, or?
So all of you are trapped inside of the force field.
Oh, okay.
Except for Clary, who can go back and forth freely, who's not an intruder. There is a little hand terminal that has popped out of the wall outside of the force field from you all. So in order to register, you're going to have to put your hand on this device, but it's outside the force field and you can't reach it.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna walk up to Astro and like try and walk through the force field with him and see if that works.
You begin to walk through the force field slowly, carefully. Bonk! Your hand does not go through.
Darn it. Okay.
Can you bring the hand ID closer to us, Clary? Like maybe it's on like a
maybe
cord, or maybe it's wireless.
I try and push it along the wall.
You try to push it on the wall, it does not budge.
Okay.
I turned to our scaly crew member and said, "You can regenerate, can't you?"
Yes.
I will need your hand.
Is that an order?
This is now an order.
Which hand do I need, Clary?
Either probably.
Probably. This is life or hand we're talking about.
Everybody can't lose a hand though.
Yeah, we can't all.
I can take my hand off.
I can also take one of my
right.
hands off, and she just grabs the clone's arm and blocks its hand off. You go, shut up, you're fine.
That works.
I just had the stub to Clary. I'm like, here you go.
I try and take it through.
It goes through.
Like that, see?
And I'll grab the clone and I'll cauterize its stump. It'll be fine.
I am a clown. Look at this red blood.
I will try and register the hand.
It registers, and now both hoppers can move freely through the
dear.
force field.
Okay.
Well,
we don't have like a what is that portal called? Like a probably
A
not.
warp gate of sorts.
Yeah, like you put your hand in one and it comes out the other side in a different location. Do we have any sort of technology like that?
You've got 2 hoppers between the 2 brightest minds on the ship. You could probably jury rig some sort of technology to make
Oh yeah,
that happen.
we get started on some type of because I've got the phaser stunner thing or something.
I've got a left hand.
You'll be fine.
Got like 1.5 hoppers now.
Oh dear.
I also
Yes.
have wiring you can use.
Yeah, so between all of the things, I guess how many dice will I get for that?
Can I assist by like taking some cords and like trying to give Clary like a cord to like plug in, and then maybe trying to do something on my end?
Oh, maybe I'll try and like plug it into the hand sensor to see if we can like hack it. Maybe.
You like try to like plug the hand and it bonks off the hand is still part of Halo.
Hmm.
Oh, that doesn't even go through.
Okay.
But you also realize that Halo has quite a powerful power source in their drink maker. Your ability to make hot drinks might be diminished, but that could probably power this device. Let's see how the roll goes, though. So, Hopper, you would definitely have all the things for this. That's 4 dice you can roll.
Alrighty. So we've got 2, a 4, and 2 6s.
2 6s. That is 3 successes. So you are able to create this limited portal device. Clary and the other Hopper are able to like bring the opposite end of this portal device to the other side, place it above the terminal, and then when you plug it into the drink maker, it activates, allowing for a one-way portal to put your hand through and pull back.
All right, who wants to try first?
At the ensign will go. If it's broken, I can at least regenerate my hand. Unlike your clone.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
It's almost like I was on the right track with the regeneration.
Puts his hand
But you
through,
know, it's a clone.
touches the thing, registers, pulls his hand. It looks like it kind of like got hot. You can see steam coming off of the scales, but it's fine.
It also smells a little bit like coffee.
Love it.
Ooh, Arabica.
I guess Astro will follow suit then and put their hand through the limited portal.
You do, and it feels warm and kind of oddly like sticky, like you've put your hand through a film, like a spider web feeling. But you pull it out. It's all right.
I assumed I hit the scanner doing so. Okay. And then Astro will proceed to walk out as they kind of inspect their hand, and then turn to Halo and it's like, I think your coffee maker needs to be cleaned out. And proceeds to walk through the force field if it lets them.
Halo's a little stunned, but Halo will clean it after this before serving coffee. Does Halo also have to like reach in like to do the scanny thingy?
Yep. You like carefully maneuver yourself.
We'll reach in.
You do, and as you reach in and touch the portal as the final member of the team that needs to do this, the portal begins to fluctuate a little bit.
Oh dear.
You can see a gooey substance leaking on the inside of the force field side of the portal where you've put your hand through. It is goopy. It is green. Doesn't look right.
Oh no.
That is not from me. I don't think.
You go to retract your hand, and it's stuck.
I cannot function. Please help. Kind of like one of those like floor robots, just like getting stuck, just kind of continually.
I'm
like,
on a cliff. Help me!
Could we take apart the arm at the shoulder?
Gonna unscrew the hand attachment.
It won't unstick it, but you could, maybe if Halo allows you.
Halo wouldn't stop anybody. These are all technically her superiors. So if they want to take her hand off, she lets the hand come off.
I'm sure we can jerry-rig a new hand together.
Yeah, I'll make you another one. Don't worry. As I'm like screwing it off, I just feel so bad.
The other Hopper's like, no, I'm keeping this one.
It's just the umbrella hand, so it's fine.
Yeah, as you like detach, it has registry too, so you can go back and forth, but this portal is like stuck now. You unplug your coffee maker power source from it, and it doesn't turn off.
How would I do that? I'm just like inspecting it from all angles, but not touching it.
I do
Other
not know
Hopper looks at you.
where that is from.
Oh no. Oh no. Did we create a paradox?
Maybe.
I mean,
Do we have time to solve this mystery right now? Or do we need to get to the end of this tunnel and find out where those readings are coming from?
That's exactly what we need to do. We can come back to this later and maybe never. Let's go.
I mean, at least everybody's mostly okay.
Yeah, we're fine. It's good.
We are only
Sorry.
2 hands down. That is pretty good odds.
Yeah, what Halo said.
Clone Hopper will come over to you, Halo. I'll build you a new one.
Thank you. I am okay, though. I do not have emotional attachment to my hands.
I do. You continue about your journey, now having all been properly added to the database of this alien technology. And as you get to the end, Clary, you see some more of the alien writing. And it says, "The Guardian at the end of the road."
Does that mean we have to fight something?
And while you can read it, you do not have cultural context enough to understand any sort of idiom or the like.
Well, I guess we just keep going and see what we encounter.
At the end of this corridor, and past the writing, there are a grand set of stairs. You look up and you count about 50 or so stairs going up. You also see a ramp on one side. It seems that someone thought about ramps at this juncture. As you ascend, you come out of what appears to have been a cave and out into this very grand like promenade. Stone features that have been elegantly carved. You see that there are columns that are lining much of the center towards a large dais, where there is a crystalline object that is rotating and spinning in a figure-8 axis. Surrounding the device are several adversarial-looking pirates. You can tell by their garb that these are the same pirates that you encountered on the Pelican. They have not noticed you yet. What they are doing is attempting to hook up various devices to this, the interfaces around this crystal, and it looks like they are trying to power it. And before you You see several things happening all at once. You see about 20 meters in front of you, another set of your group running forward, taking up firing position. About 50 meters ahead of you, you see those same figures in a firefight with these pirates. And 100 meters ahead of you, directly where all of the pirates seem to be arrayed around this crystal, you see your bodies, lifeless.
Okay, well, we don't want that one. We don't want to happen.
No.
As you hesitate and wait, you see ethereal versions of yourself project forward from you and encounter the same fate.
Halo's eyes have gone from like the soft blue that they're usually set as to like a bright red, and like they immediately flip their gun arm out.
Yeah, Halo, let's go.
Are the pirates that attacked my last ship. They are not good. We need to disintegrate all of them.
I mean,
I'm with you.
it looks like
Starts loading the gun.
it looks like if we go forward, we might meet that fate. So staying back here might not be a bad idea.
Well, we can't just stay here, but clearly we can't just rush forward. That's going to get us killed.
But if we get in firing range without them noticing us, maybe we can get the upper hand.
That sounds like a good idea.
You've watched several iterations of yourselves going forward, and you see that they've shifted now to taking a stealthier approach, and the same outcome repeats.
Oh.
Maybe
Well,
that's not a good idea.
No.
If we destroyed this room, would the crystal be affected?
I would. Grenades.
Is there any way, like in the, it's like the corridor? Is there any like, I guess, like light touchpad, anything like that?
There is. You're able to access it.
I want to see if, like, it made the rest of the party intruders. I'm wondering if there's somehow a way to identify the pirates as intruders and like turn the system on them, maybe.
That is possible.
Could we use the barrier as a shield? Possibly.
Also possible. Attempting such things, you realize you will have to upgrade yourself. And you read upgrade, it's a very strange use of the word upgrade to an administrator.
Is that doable?
Would you like to be upgraded?
Sure. Let's go for it.
As you accept administrative control over the devices here, you yourself, Clary, begin to transform. Your body starts to turn into a green slime that condenses itself into at first you're trying to hold on to your shape, your humanoid form, but you condense into a little cube of green slime that just sort of jiggles back and forth for a moment. Your clothing where your body used to be, suddenly a robotic form is assembled, and your gooey self is inserted inside of it. And as all of the paneling on your body begins to form, a dermal layer forms back over yourself, and you are now, once again, complete, looking exactly as you did.
Astra's going to
Over in
immediately use the
face.
scanner to kind of see if we can get a breakdown on their new biology.
Their biosignature matches the energy of the technology around you, of this ancient alien facility. Effectively, you have been converted.
I don't feel any different though, do I?
Nope, you just have like more knowledge of like you can see the language better. It's more clear in your mind, and suddenly you realize you don't need to even touch the interface anymore. You are connected to it, and you can think what needs to happen next. As you see all of the temporal after images of yourself disappear, a new path opens.
Okay, well.
I hear friend.
Oh, yes, sorry.
It's fine.
I guess this just got easier. I would like to try and use like the barrier thing as like a shield for the entire party if the pirates decide to try and attack us. So we can go through, but they can't.
You see all of the pirates like stop working as they realize that they are trapped and unable to get out of these force fields you have surrounded them with. As your party moves in, you see that the technology they picked up is dangerously close to overloading. The energy source is not compatible with Clary's energy source. You'll have to find some way of disconnecting them safely and finding a way to return control of this to you, as the way the pirates have it set up right now, this thing could blow at any moment. In fact, Clary, you realize that it already has blown several times in several other moments. And this is your one chance to set it all straight.
Oh gosh.
Should we split up and take care of the bad guys and someone take care of the things?
I mean, Hopper, you know more about power sources and stuff, so can you fix it?
What? You're girl, it's in your head.
What?
You tell me what I gotta do. I can do it. You just gotta tell me what to do.
It's gonna overload, or kind of.
If we stop the pirates, will that help?
Oh, Haley, you can go ham. Go start killing pirates. You deserve it. And yeah, and then I guess Clary and I would get to work on like disconnecting everything safely in a way that it's not going to blow up on us.
Can the sensors perhaps be used to give like an energy reading as to which like connections are about to overload, so it makes it easier to pinpoint the ones to disconnect?
All of those sound like fantastic ideas.
Okay, so I would assume that's more of a preparedness die.
Yeah, I would say let's get rolls from each of you for dealing with all of these various levels of threats.
Oh, okay.
Halo, you are taking care of the pirates. Astra, you're trying to ease this by highlighting the key systems. Clary and Hopper, you are trying to disconnect everything in time to prevent this temporal overload.
How many dice do we get?
Actually, that's a good question.
I think most of you here are getting 3 dice. You either have help, you are definitely prepared, and you are more or less experts in handling the situation.
Halo would like to ask Second Hopper to start putting the grenades through the warp portal, and I will open the other side of the warp panel to throw grenades as well as shoot.
Yeah, you find a way to jury rig all that together, and there's just now all sorts of explosions happening. How effective are they, Halo? What did you roll?
This is my first roll.
Ah!
Oh God. I rolled because you said 3 dice. I rolled a 1, a 6, and a 2.
Laser feeling.
You got laser feeling.
I got laser feelings.
Incredible. In this moment, you are detached and at the same time honoring the memory of your fallen crew as you take revenge, which is a new thing for your programming.
Yeah.
You find a way to integrate all of your hot beverages, all of your crew's favorite beverages, and you encapsulate them into these grenade-like devices that you place through the portals and bring a swift end to your enemies.
Yeah, Halo has no mercy at this point. Halo does not want to lose any more crew members, so Halo is just going absolute ham on the pirates.
Never before have we seen Bergamot be such an effective explosive device.
Halo is serving revenge hot.
Love it.
Aster, how'd you do?
I have gotten 2 6s and a 2. And I would assume this is lasers being
Lasers.
analytical.
Okay, so as you're scooping through, you find that the alien technology is incredibly difficult to ascertain where all of its critical points are. And though you were able to identify all of them, I have a little caveat that I'm going to say for just a little later. Clary and Hopper, you are also working at this. So Clary, you are identifying the how of unplugging these things, and Hopper, you are doing what Clary is telling you. So Clary, you're communicating this information to Hopper. How did you do?
A 1, a 2, and a 4.
Laser feelings.
With your laser feelings, you are able to, instead of using words, you realize you can shunt the information directly into both Hopper's brains. Yes. And they gain a working knowledge of how this technology is being affected, and more importantly, how to disconnect the pirates' attempts at crudely interacting with it. Hopper, here's your chance. You just got to go fast now.
I got a 6, a 4, and a 3. So I also got laser feelings.
In a moment of just pure Hopper speed, just like you do on the ship at home, except with better circuitry, you're able to rip out all of the pirate technology effectively and in the correct order, preventing the temporal explosion.
Yay! We
However,
did it again. Oh,
Clary, you feel odd as one of the ports that Astro identified has disconnected you from the rest of the system.
Oh, okay.
As the chronoton readings fade and the pirate threat has been extinguished, your memories of this language begin to fade. You keep the rest of your memories, but it's odd. You can't read any of the consoles. You're definitely still a transformed goo alien thing, but you are also still Clary.
Okay.
And as you have successfully completed your mission, flying out of the storm, you see the ISS Raptor hovering above you as you are all transported aboard directly to the bridge, where you see Captain Darcy sitting on his chair. Well, I did a really great job here. Look at this. We've accomplished our mission. What
The
a
hoppers
fight."
both lunge at him.
And you see Captain Darcy using the traditional form of Kirk Fu, blocking both of your hits. Always ready for more. Because the fabulous Captain Darcy has done it again.
Didn't you sabotage our engine?
No. Why would I
What
do
were
that?
you doing in the engine room?
I've never been in this engine room. That's your area. Why are there two of you? It doesn't matter. You can work the same shift. Ensign, you're fired.
Astro will like turn to everyone and kind of see the moments they went through, and it's like, so let's agree that they just slipped on their head again and needed to be put back on medbay as they like turn this gun to stun.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as there would be like a look shared between Astro and the hoppers as he's talking, and they would both just turn and be like, "Done."
Yeah, you stun the captain. And put him back
As- in the med pod, and then
Oh,
they'll
just-
turn to the
Lock it.
the pilot that brought us down to the planet, and it's like, take us home, will ya?
I fly the ship.
Congratulations on your sudden promotion.
And so that is where we will leave it as the crew of the ISS Raptor warps off into the sunset. The binary system sunset? Yeah.
I hope we're not going to a sunset.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
you fix the engines. You can't go into the suns anymore.
Good.
Amazing. How did everyone find that? Really well done.
Oh, that was fun.
That
The
was
looks on your guys' faces when I cut off my clone's hand.
Well, see, I was debating going to the clone, but I was like, oh wait, we have someone who can regenerate their limbs.
No, screw that. We don't need.
It's like, what
I
in the
think
Galaxy
Sam's
Quest?
was the best face because, like, you half expected it. I'm sure.
Amazing work.
That was so much fun. Thank you everyone who joined us for that amazing game. This is going on my list as like one of the games that I just always have ready to go for like game nights because it was so easy to put together and it was so much fun.
Oh yeah, this is a fun one.
It was grand. Y'all brought such great ideas and storytelling to this. Working together to solve problems and create shenanigans in space is so much fun.
And yeah, thank you everyone for being here. If you guys want to see more lasers and feelings, you can either join us or tune in Penti-con 2025 for our charity game where Sam will be once again putting a crazy crew of people and possibly some very cool guests through an exciting adventure with lasers and feelings. I think we can also play it at Penti-con, or is this one of the games coming?
Yeah, it's I've got 3 time slots open. So if you go to either website, either on Penti-con, or you can follow on linksomeadventure.com. We have sign-up links where you can pick a time slot that works for you. We have a bunch of one-shots in an hour that so I will teach you lasers and feelings or any of the other one-shots available there. Also, my husband Link will be teaching how to play Daggerheart. So if you love Critical Role, Daring to Press, their IP, their system, Daggerheart, which rolls a bunch of d12s, which is great. So if you like barbarians, this is for you. Come learn, come sign up. We got we teach it all in an hour, so it's quick, it's wonderful, and then you can go home and play your own campaigns or come join us at the Tome.
And if you want a darker themed one shot that's a little bit more horror, a little more sci-fi, you can join our wonderful DM who's going to be at Penti down here, Prashi. You want to say your game real quick again for anybody who came in late?
Yeah, I'll be running 3 slots of Mothership, which is the sci-fi horror RPG. If you liked a lot of the improv that was happening at Lasers and Feelings, where we were kind of asking questions to world build, what we're capable of, such, then you'll feel right at home with Mothership, as a lot of that happens as well. But also, like I said, it's a very easy system to get into. So if you're looking for a perilous journey in a miserably failing job that you have been contracted for, then come to my table and we will experience horror together.
We are super excited. Quick outros for everybody and where they can find you. I'm Chibi. You'll find me at Penti helping run the TTRPG area, doing some cosplay shenanigans, and all kinds of exciting stuff. If you have any questions about the Penti-con, you can go to our website, send us some emails. If you would like to sign up for any of the games that are happening, we have some slots still open. You can go ahead and get those signed up on our website. I will pass the torch.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm one of the game masters that's part of Link's Tome of Adventure, where we run games up to 6 days a week because of those best Canadian labor laws. So if you're looking to jump in and play in the system anywhere, we've got a game for you at our table because the next chapter is yours to write. Bucket.
I am Bucket. You can find me sometimes on my Twitch channel, Bucket the Goblin. You can also find me every Friday running a multi-DJ raid train that takes place on Twitch. You can sometimes find me over at the Tome. And I will say a quick little thing. My husband will be at Penti running a Geese in Space game. That's about all I know about it. So, but I figured I'd give him a quick shout out on here too. I will pass it to Prashi.
So my name is Prashi, also known as Doc. I don't have a streaming platform yet, but if you are interested to see some of the stuff that I have created when it comes to Mothership, you can check out my itch.io page, simply called Doc Draws, where you can find a bunch of one-shots ready to play for as little as $2, really. So if you're looking to get into some horror, then feel free to check us out. Otherwise, I'll be at Penti-con running some tables. And last but not least,
Sakura.
Hi, I'm Sakura. You can find me on, I don't even know my own social media, Facebook and Instagram at Sakura Elric. I'm one of the organizers for Penti, and at Penti, you'll find me mostly doing cosplay stuff throughout the weekend. So thank you again for joining us for this awesome stream. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. So thank you. And thank you to all our wonderful players for joining us as well. And Sam, our lovely DM. GM.
Yeah, in later this week, we are also playing another round with another one of our DMs. Instead of Lasers and Feelings, though, we are going to be playing Veils of the Evermist, a D&D 5e inspired one-shot with Chris from Veil of the Evermist. So if you're interested in more of these shenanigans, you can join us on Thursday. I know that's Critical Role Day, but you can also watch the stream later on our Twitch and YouTube. So everybody have an incredible Sunday, and we will see you all around. Bye.
Bye.